You never did?
You'd better not cross his path. He's a teen smoking alcoholic sociopath.
It was the middle of the week, and Kevin and his parents were enjoying some family time together, mostly because his parents didn't have jobs, and Kevin was off from school for 2 whole weeks because he'd gotten jimmied up on cough syrup and prescription drugs and had shown up at the school talent show and spooked everyone out by violating several conditions of his parole.
Once again, that was the Drama Club short play entitled Drugs, Alcohol, and Unprotected Sex. I'm too fly to be down with that. Next, we have Paul Scott, who is going to do a medley of classical music's greatest hits on the bagpipes.
How them smokes coming, boy?
The first one's mine. I called it.
Up yours. I'm the man of the house.
If you're such a man, how come you couldn't get it up last night?
Jesus H, he's smoking the smoke. Kevin had had it right up to his ass with the old man, so he figured it was high time he moved out on his own and stole things to make a living until he was old enough to go on welfare and stick it to the government for 50 years or until he died, which would probably be a whole lot sooner. The first thing Kevin figured he'd better do was find a new place to live.
What in the name of sweet fuck do you want, shithole? A room? You 18, you little piss-faced runaway? That's a load of bullshit. You fucking know it, you little asshole delinquent. It's $15 a night, you dumb fucking. No fucking guests allowed. You don't look like you got no fucking friends anyways, asswipe, so I guess there ain't gonna be no fucking problem. Is it, dickface? Room 42. Get your own fucking key off the wall and get out of my goddamn sight, you dumb, ugly bastard.
Hey, Lester, how's it hanging?
I ain't fucking seen it in almost 9 years, so how the hell would I know, crack liquor? How'd the show go, ass-face?
We rocked, fuckwad.
Whoop-de-fucking-do, shit for brains. Quit goddamn loitering and get up to your room, you bag-licking fuck-knob.
Cold air feels good on my head.
What are we gonna do for smokes?
I shoplifted a whole carton this morning.
Then why was you chasing the boy for a roller?
Ain't right him stiffing us like that. He ain't never gonna learn no proper behaving if we don't teach him.
That was funny, him running over your head.
We'll see who has the last laugh.
You ain't got no idea where he is. How the hell are you gonna do anything to him?
All I gotta do is find him.
You ain't smart enough.
Maybe I'm a whole lot smarter than you think, Anastasia. First thing tomorrow morning, I'll get the cops to find him for me. It was Kevin's first night on his own, and he was scared. He missed being in his own room and sleeping in his own bed. And he was pretty much sober, which didn't seem to be working out too well for the goose.
You best think of something soon, lunatic, or Allen's liable to fall asleep and let go of this here leash.
Kevin figured he'd better find some booze right quick, so Allen wouldn't let the axe monkey loose.
That a boy, Kevin. Now I bet them guys down the hall got lots of booze. Musicians always got booze and drugs, except drummers, because they's all freeloading assholes.
Who the hell are you, kid?
Kevin froze with self-conscious fear. He really wanted the guys in the band to like him, so he told them he was a teenage runaway with a drinking problem and that he was a sociopath with an imaginary goose living in his head that commanded him to do things. Kevin laughed along with everyone else because he didn't want them to think he was a moron.
What a moron.
Let's get him drunk and see what happens.
Yeah, you want a drink, kid?
Holy shit, look at him go. Hey, look, here come the Spencers now.
Just go along with whatever I say. Now come on, it's time for me to work my magic.
Mr. Spencer, Mr. Spencer,
over here, Mr. Spencer, over here, Mr. Spencer.
Here, over here, please. Mr. Spencer,
Hey, why don't you all just shut the fuck up so I can talk? You.
John Buckman, Channel 7 Action News. When did your son Kevin disappear?
Sometime yesterday.
Can you be more specific?
I was half cut, asshole. I don't know what time it was.
Mr. Spencer. Ramona de la Hoya Fuente Giovanni, Channel 9 Doppler Radar Local and International Action Up-to-the-Minute News, Weather and Sports. What happened, in your opinion?
Maybe someone kidnapped them.
No offense, Mr. Spencer, but you're poor and stupid.
And fat, too.
Oh, yes, and fat. And my research shows that you don't own a single thing anyone else could possibly want.
And he can't get an erection no more either.
What did I tell you about saying that?
You said not in front of the boy. You ain't never said nothing about no television reporters. Don't get me wrong or nothing. It ain't like I want to have sex with the fat bastard anyway. I mean, Jesus. With a gut that big, he can only do it in 2 positions. And both of them mean I gotta look at his face. Talk about spoiling the mood. If that's how I like my sex, I just whack off with my face in a gas station toilet.
Shut your hole, woman.
Keep it down, asshole. You know how to do that, limp dick.
It's your nude conference. It's about finding the boy.
Why don't you leave that up to his real father?
You can all just kiss my ass and find my boy.
Why don't you leave that up to his real father?
Now that's the kind of talent I'm looking for. Fresh and original. Hand me the phone.
What? Percy's here. She don't never do nothing but lie around the house. Phone's for you, fatty.
Bring me a rye and ginger on your way back. Yeah?
Mrs. Spencer, my name is Willie Shipley. I'm the manager down at Wild Willie's Wacky World of Womedy. I just caught your act in the news, and I'd like you to come work for me down at the club tonight.
Jeez, I don't know. I ain't got enough money to drink in no bar. Come again?
I said performers drink for free, and you get $75 a show.
Hey, if you're going out, don't forget to bring back smoke.
Hey, broken head! Jesus Christ, look at this place. And you just sitting on your ass. Don't you never learn nothing, boy. Steal the wallet, set the room on fire, and leave. Now, how goddamn hard is that to remember, stupid? Give me a smoke.
What the hell are you doing, kid?
Kevin explained to Tom that he was giving a smoke to the goose that lived in his head so the goose wouldn't let the axe monkey loose.
Geez, you weren't kidding when you said you were nuts.
What the hell's going on?
Spencer's still drinking.
That's so cool. We could really use a guy like that to teach us how to drink more so we could be a cooler rock and roll band.
I'll say, so far none of the band members have OD'd or even come close to choking to death on their own puke. Keith Moon was so cool dying like that.
What about Hendrix or Hank Williams? Hank Williams died from drinking when he was in his 20s and he's still famous.
Awesome, totally awesome. So how about it, Spencer? You want to come on the road with us and be our drinking coach?
Yeah, we got a big show coming up, the Bill Stanley Show. It could be our big break and we don't want to blow it by showing up sober.
Kevin thought about all the things he'd be leaving behind if he went on the road with the band. My fault. I thought the fucking safety was on.
Oh, yes, baby. Ain't you got no homework to do, boy?
I swear to Christ, I was at the fucking movies all night. After a few moments of thought, Kevin figured going on the road with a rock and roll band was probably a whole lot safer and more fun than living with his family.
Hey, where's Willie?
I'm Willie.
I'm Anastasia Spencer. I'm here for my show.
It's only 1 in the afternoon. You aren't on for 8 hours.
I figured I'd get here early. That way I could get started on the free booze you promised.
If you start drinking now, you'll be too drunk to perform by showtime.
Now? Hell, I started drinking 3 hours ago when I got out of bed. And I ain't planning on stopping no time soon.
Fine, you can have some draft. Maybe it's good you came down early anyways. It'll give me some time to give you a few pointers. Hey, Tony, pour a glass of draft for the lady.
Make it a picture, Tony, and keep 'em coming.
Why don't we move to a table where we'll be more comfortable? Here, have a seat.
Jesus, what a gentleman. The only thing my fat husband ever pulled out was himself. On account he don't want no more fucked up kids.
That's exactly what I'm looking for. Raw and edgy. You give me 30 solid minutes of material like that, and I'll make you a star.
Really? Hey, can you get me backstage at the Oscars? I wouldn't mind taking a shot at that Brad Pitt fella.
How's about we see how your first few gigs go before we get ahead of ourselves?
Well then, how's about we get another picture while we're waiting?
Keep 'em coming, Tony.
Hanging out with the rock and roll band wasn't turning out to be as much fun as Kevin had hoped. Kevin didn't like lifting heavy things because that was work, and Kevin wasn't much for working because only idiots have jobs.
Hey, you little snot-nosed shithole. What do you want? Just hang on back up on the fucking wall, asswipe.
Kevin told the fat man that it wasn't nice to call people names.
Maybe you wouldn't get called names if you didn't have a face like a can of smashed assholes, you fucking freak.
Kevin wanted to leave the keys and run away. Allen the Magic Goose told him that if he did, then his new friends would think he was a crybaby. So instead of running, Kevin hit Lester in the head with an ashtray and stole all the money from the till and set the front desk on fire. Kevin knew that stealing and setting fires was wrong, but he did it anyway because he didn't care and because he was really afraid of the axe monkey.
Hi, I'm Prop Man. I'm headlining tonight. Can you tell me where the green room is?
I don't really work here, so I wouldn't hold your breath.
If you don't work here, why are you behind the bar pouring drinks?
First off, unless you want my foot up your ass, you didn't see nothing. And second, I just meant I don't work behind a bar. I'm a stand-up comic now, starting tonight.
Tonight? I've got to share a bill with an amateur? Where's the manager?
Fucked if I know, idiot.
Well, I can't believe this. I'm gonna go sit over there and work on my act while I wait for the manager. I suggest you do the same.
What, wake? All you gotta do is get up and shoot off your mouth for a while. It ain't like it's hard.
You know, come to think of it, I'm glad I'm here tonight. That way, I get to watch you make an ass out of yourself.
Fuck off.
What do you want, Spencer?
Hey, how'd you know my name?
I've arrested you 52 times since 1976.
Oh, so you're the guy who keeps framing me.
Look, I'm kinda busy, idiot. You wanna step this up?
You find my boy yet?
Nope.
Oh, well. Oh, hey, I want to swear out an arrest warrant on my old lady, Anastasia Spencer.
On what charge?
Slander. She's been going around telling everyone I can't get it up no more.
Well, can you?
No.
Then it ain't slander.
Well, if it ain't slander, then what the hell is it?
Funny.
Oh, I'll give you funny. Oh, my fucking neck!
Them rubber bullets is sweet. Lock the fat bastard up.
Look, Kevin, so anyway, me and the guys were talking, and we like you and all, but, you know, after what happened at the motel, it's just that we got this gig tomorrow night. Well, it's the Bill Stanley show.
It's like the gateway to Deanie Petty.
Yeah, so anyway, we were just wondering if it would be all right if you just kind of hung out in the van or went away or something.
Kevin's heart sank and he felt as close to sad as a sociopath can. He'd really thought the guys in the band liked him, and it hurt finding out they didn't. So Kevin pulled out his homemade shank from his sock and told them that unless they started being his friends again, he'd open them up from tits to testicles.
Whoa, nobody said nothing about not being friends. We just need someone to guard the van is all. Listen, Kevin, Toronto's a filthy, crime-ridden shithole of a city. Think of it like being promoted to head of security.
Yeah, you gotta love commercials, man. I know I do. Hey, it's like looking at a fucking oil painting here. Hello, is this thing on? So, what do you do, sir?
The same thing you do, only funnier.
Hey, come on, you don't see me showing up where you work.
That's because your act sucks, and Bill would never book you on his show.
So, anyhow, our next act is making her debut tonight. Take it easy on her, folks. God didn't. Wow, an amateur. Ain't you glad you paid to see that?
Jesus Christ, you call that an act? I feel like I just witnessed a suicide, huh?
I'd like to see you do better.
I'd like to see you get it up with a woman.
Listen, lady.
So help me God, if you don't get off the stage, I'll end your life. What an asshole. Well, like he said, this here's my first time. Hope it goes better than my other first time. It probably will, on account of I'm a whole lot smarter than I was when I was 13. And I hold my booze better, too. Tell you the truth, I'm just here for free liquor and $75. And to get away from my asshole husband and idiot kid. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking marrying Percy. He ain't never had no job on account of his being stupid. About the only thing he ever give me was crabs. Oh yeah, and a kid who makes the retarded banjo player from Deliverance look smart.
Bill wants her on the show.
She's too edgy, Bill. I don't think her act would play on TV.
Don't ever question Bill's decisions. I want her on tomorrow night's show. Bump that asshole prop man to make room. Now Bill wants to hear the rest of the show, so zip it.
So as I says to the guy, quit crying, you pussy, and give me the smokes, or I'll take my pants off again. And this time I'll mean business.
Okay, you just wait here and guard the van, Spencer. We'll be back in a few hours. We're counting on you, Kevin.
We know you can do it, pal.
What a fucking freak.
Yeah, I hope the van gets stolen with him in it.
I can't tell you how glad I am that you're here. What you do, your act, it's like Roseanne during the Tom Arnold years.
Whatever. Hey, how's about you get off your ass and get me another beer?
That's exactly what I mean. That attitude.
Hey, I wasn't kidding, asshole.
I gotta go do the monologue. I'll see you out there. Hey, break a leg.
I ought to break your fucking leg for stiffing me on the beer.
Hi, we're Big Jesus Truck.
Nice to meet you. I'm Big Jesus Thirsty. How's about grabbing me a beer?
It had been 3 hours and Kevin was getting bored being a security guard. Kevin wasn't sure what to do, and he thought that maybe his imaginary friend Allen the Magic Goose might be able to help him out.
Well, let's just review the situation and see where things stand. Right here we got you.
Oh, hey, Paul. Mark wants to know how late you're working tonight, so he knows how much time he's got with your wife.
Good one, Bill, man. Keep it up while the revolution's coming.
Our next guest is making her television debut. She's a hot comic who likes to take risks. Anastasia Spencer!
I guess I'm supposed to tell you about my stupid family. I got one husband and one kid. Well, the one we kept. He had a brother, but we give him away at birth on account of I didn't want to be stuck with two of the little bastards. Share the misery. That's my motto. We should have kept the other one instead, because the one we got has a fucked up head. The doctors say he don't feel no emotion. Kind of like me when I bang his father. Whenever me and Percy have sex, I like to close my eyes and think of someone else until the alcohol kicks in and I black out. The only time it's a problem is when you don't drink enough so you remember some of it the next day.
Anastasia Spencer! Great act!
Quit sucking up, big head. I ain't forgot about the beer.
So, what's next for you? You going on the road? Maybe a special?
I don't know. Hey, is it all right if I smoke?
Take it outside. Secondhand smoke kills.
Come again?
I said secondhand smoke kills innocent people.
So'd Hitler, but I don't see you raking him over the coals. What are you, some kind of Nazi lover?
What? No! What the hell's Hitler got to do with smoking? I mean, really, all I'm saying is that for those of us who...
Fuck off!
Kevin was excited. He recognized his mom's voice right away because it was pretty much the exact same thing she said to him whenever he asked for help or advice. Kevin decided to ask his mom if he could come back home after he killed the band.
Ladies and gentlemen, Big Jesus Truck.
4, 3, 2, 1!
Kevin hadn't actually killed any of the band members, but he did hurt some of them real bad, so he felt pretty good about himself. The judge called that a lack of remorse and gave Kevin an extra 6 months for it.
Maybe that'll teach you not to steal my smoke. Who's laughing now, lunatic?
Hey, Spencer! You told me you didn't have no smokes, and here you got a whole pack. You lied to me. Now I gotta make you my bitch.
Uh-oh. Ah, fuck.
Something's wrong with that kid. His head don't work, it never did. You better not cross his path. He's a chain-smoking alcoholic sociopath.
Maybe you wouldn't get called names if you didn't have a face like a can of smashed assholes, you fucking freak.